Good morning, everybody. This is the second spread of our visit to the National Corvette Museum, and I'm actually going to do a couple of things here that I haven't done before on Livestream. You remember on the page before, I had this wonderful cutout on the page. Well, these two pages are the inverse of those cuts. It's what's left over. And I decided I'm actually going to use it on the second part of this. It will still be kind of a cool image. So I'm just going to line this up. Now you'll notice there's a little bit of red showing there. That's probably because I had, when I put it on the cutting machine, it just a little bit misaligned. But if I just slide it like that, it's going to be in the right spot. But then I've got red here, so I'm going to have to trim this once it's all together. Well, I also just realized that there's some tape here that is left over from when I was showing people how to put these pieces on the page. There's another video that shows that. So let's start by putting this together. And I think the way I'm going to do this is create the tape directly on this page, and then put the yellow onto it. And I'm going to put some up there to make this a little easier. Now I've got to remember, was it that way or this way? This way. Here we go. So line that up pretty closely. There we go. I think I have it. There we go. Oh no. So you get to watch me fix a mistake here. See some of this tape got here? Didn't think about it was going to shine through. So I'm going to use this tool, which is one of the Cricut machine tools, and pull this off. And I'm just going to put it on a scrap piece of material to throw into my trash can. I have a handy trash can right next to me, so I can always throw these scraps in it. Okay, so that's now in place. Now we have to fix this to the black. And so I don't make the same mistake again, I am going to flip this over. I'm realizing there's also another little piece of tape right there. I'm going to get this off. This is tape that's left over from when we were creating the first page. Just want to do it really carefully so I don't rip the paper. Okay, so here we go again. And I'll put this onto the black, and I'm going to do it from the top. There we go. Sounds like my dad's coming up, so if he interrupts the live stream, you'll get to meet him. I'm working upstairs. So I'm just going to cut that off. It might make the page a little smaller when it fits into the plastic page protector, but at least it will be square. There's a little black there. I think I'm going to leave that because it'll go up against that, and I think it'll be okay. Alright, so this is going to be some ephemera. This is another postcard I got from the museum. I'm going to put that right there, and then this tour map. Now, I will show you how I do that in a later video, but I'm actually going to attach this to the outside of the plastic page protector. That way people can open it to read it. So I'm just going to put it in place for now so I can tell about where it's going to go so that I know how to place this other piece. Alright, again, put it down low to show as much of that design as possible. So we'll just slide that over there. Now I don't know if you knew this, but the National Corvette Museum has a sky dome where they have a bunch of vehicles, and I think you can see in this picture here, there was a sinkhole under it and actually collapsed, and a bunch of the cars, you can see they're all smashed here, fell into it a couple of years ago. So they've fixed the hole. But in the middle of the museum, you can see right here, someone is standing. Right here is this, and there's a tunnel that goes down into that. We've stabilized it, but people can still climb down into that hole underneath this whole thing. And I don't know if you can see it in this video, but there's some lines in this picture that show where the outline of that of this hole is. So you can kind of get an impression when you're there of what a big deal it was. I want to use this picture to be my center of these four pictures together, and it's really hard to kind of get it all balanced. So what I'm going to do is something unusual. Instead of setting all of this on the edge to line it up, I'm going to place this picture down and then move all the pictures around it. If I were to try and guess where I want to put it, I know I'd probably get it off, so it'll waste a little bit of this black paper in the process, but I know at least that way I'm going to get it put in a nice way that I want it. So again, put the full photograph in. Now I'm going to place these pictures around, and I want to do it in a way that you can see that hole and the stairs. So that looks good. Is this going to work? Yep, I'm pretty happy with the way that's playing out. So now I just need to pick one of the pictures and we'll get it in place, and then I'll be able to align the other pictures with it. Okay, there we go. So I am now using that adhesive one photograph on top of another, but I obviously it would ruin that photograph if I'm trying to recover it at this point, because it will pull the print off. But that's why you just do this real carefully, and once you know you want it, it's done. So make sure that you place it very carefully. So you still have enough of the top here to be a border. I am going to cut this block out and put it on top of another spread background page. I do not have that background page here. I probably will choose a yellow to match that, or potentially a red, but I will cut out around here now. And again, I try and find the large side so that I can save as much of the corner as possible. Oops, I almost cut that in the wrong place. That would have been bad to cut across those photographs. Go. So we'll put this on another background piece of paper, and we will have our spread. Thanks for joining me again. Hope all is going well for you. Keep on scrapbooking. Take care.